Guys, so we'll see who comes in here tonight. So I'm going to do a masculine update for you guys. There's a massive shift going on, I feel. So we'll see if you guys get in here tonight. We'll see who gets notified. Okay. There's some pretty crazy astrology shifts happening right now and things like that. That's causing some ruckus for some of you. So you may be noticing that there's some abrupt changes in your life right now. Astrology speaks volume, I feel. Okay, and Mars retrograde started to rip down everything that's surrounding you guys. Mars retrograde started to rip down the prison bars. Okay, that's kind of what I feel is that Mars retrograde, it started to take down the prison bars. Okay, Mars retrograde was no joke. Throw in Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde together, we got a concoction of destruction. So I'm going to do a Divine Masculine update, you guys. Bear with me, okay? I have been a bit absent. I understand this. I apologize. Just a lot of shifts going on in my own life as well as yours. And what I want to tell you, you guys, my wisdom for tonight is that, and I feel like the masculines are doing this. I'm going to pull some cards to see. But I feel like that no matter where you go, you are going to rebuild your prison, okay? Until you actually rip down these bars. And I hope that really makes sense to some of you, because part of being on this planet and being in this prison camp on this planet is that we have to find our way out of those bars. Okay? And what I want to say as well is that vengeance is a sign of entitlement. I saw that on a meme. And bring forgiveness and love and understanding into your heart space. Okay? That's a very strong message for some of you as well. And forgive your enemies and wish your enemies well and send them love and understanding, but have boundaries. Does this make sense? Okay. Well, I'm so very happy to help you. I do serve as kind of a guide in a way. Yes, that would be correct. So if you want to join my Patreon as well, I will be posting a video on there tonight as well. So I'm going to get going here, you guys, and we're going to do this reading. Let's see what the masculine update is. You know, the masculines, you guys, what I feel, and I think I explained this the other day, that they've been thrown into, you know, changes because they've been resisting to your awakening, okay? They've been awakening two steps forward, one step back type of dynamic, okay? 2023 is going to be absolutely no joke when it comes to awakening processes, okay? There's going to be harsh lessons for a lot of people. I mean, there's some people that are frontline warriors, essentially, that have to awaken very quickly. So they're going to be thrown into the pits of fire of hell very fast. And I kind of feel like some of these masculines are in that place, yeah? That's what I feel. Hi there, lovely Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin cheese, by the way. I just love it. Wisconsin is actually a very beautiful state. So let's see what's going on. And the masculines are resisting their awakening process, and they're kind of sitting in a lot of pain right now on a collective level. Mars retrograde started a lot of it. Mars retrograde brought on temptation, brought on tests. It kind of was a tornado in their life, that sort of thing for a lot of people. So some of you may resonate with the masculine and collective that I'm doing tonight. That is very normal because your inner masculine projects out and draws in your outer masculine. So a lot of you, the man you're dealing with right now, it could be your woman, what doesn't matter, not gender oriented, may not be matching your inner masculine energy. So they may have been pulled out of your path very quickly. So some of you, I know I've been doing a lot of readings. He quit talking to me. What happened? Okay, that's a lot of question. I know soda is bad. Okay, I understand it's very bad, and I'm actually trying to kick the habit. But I like it, okay? And I'm actually kind of a health freak, so I have been eating quite healthy, so that's my guilty pleasure, all right? So I'm going to see what's going on, you guys. I feel like a lot of you, there's a lot of healing going on with family dynamics and a collective skill as well, healing those wounds, those trauma, all that stuff. Healing, things that you have been shoving under the rug, and that may resonate for some of you watching tonight. I'm getting a visualization of your counterpart manifesting in for some of you. So what I'm seeing of that aspect, you guys, is that for some of you, you may have been with a dud counterpart, okay? And it was a learning tool, somebody to help you to the next level, okay? But what I'm visualizing right now is for a lot of you, your actual true counterparts manifesting in and will show themselves too. Do you know them? You might. But I'm getting hiccups. Somebody has a solar plexus issue that's on here watching. Okay. If you want to get a one chakra clearing with me, I can help you with your solar plexus, but I feel somebody watching has a huge blockage in the solar plexus. So for a lot of you, like your true counterpart is energetically manifesting in, okay? And you do have more option than one. It all just varies on where you are energetically inside. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm seeing, okay? So, masculines, okay. So they feel like their life is like ending. There's a really strong grief coming in here. And with the Queen of Wands, I feel like they're watching you rising. You guys, that's what I'm seeing that as. So I do feel like they feel like death came upon them all of a sudden. Literally the death card, okay? I do feel like karma's coming up and playing out in the masculine's life right now. And I feel like that, yeah, this karma has to do with their family dynamics, okay? I really do. And the scales in this connection right now are very imbalanced with the Six of Pentacles. So there's a really strong imbalance. And with this masculine collective picking up on today, they are aware that they have not been giving to this connection, okay? So if you're like, he never gave to me, he wasn't there for me, he did not support me, yada, yada, yada. I feel like there's a sudden abrupt awareness of this, and they're reflecting back, and they're like, oh, I was never there. I did not help balance out. I did not put my work in. You know, I was being kind of shitty, that sort of thing. That's what I'm feeling right now. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, a strong Scorpio energy here with the death card, okay? The masculines, though, you got to be very careful right now because there is like a force around some of them that is very energy vampire. And this is so you stay away while they're heal, okay, feminine? So some of you may suddenly feel abruptly sick or energetically drained if you talk to them. This is because there's a karmic cycle that's playing out that you need to put to a completion, okay? And if they are like doing toxic things right now, you are being advised to step back. There is a lot of karma playing out at this time. It's a little bit crazy, but so, you know, some of this karma is family dynamics, is toxic family cycles, past life repetitive cycles. I do feel that on a collective scale that this is like kind of going on in general, like with every connection, doesn't matter if it's with a love connection or not. I do feel like there's karma playing out, and this particular masculine I'm seeing here has a toxic belief system is what I'm hearing, okay, that they have been following. And another thing that's happening is the narcissist empath dynamic is playing out as well. And that is coming up to be seen, and that is like a very heavy cycle on a collective scale. I feel not just relationships, but everywhere you go, even in your work dynamics. So what I'm kind of picking up here is this masculine has karma playing out, and he's kind of serving it and feeling it, okay? And he's being stubborn is what I'm seeing. There's a stubbornness. If you have an energetic drain, you likely are being drained in your solar plexus, because I feel a very strong solar plexus blockage for those of you watching today. Like I want to hiccup. I feel like a hiccup's coming, and I also feel like that my vagus nerve is overreacting. Okay, when your vagus nerve overreacts, then it causes like a pukey feeling. So this is a time of you where we're in the moment. You just need to stand firm with who you are. Okay, and let the past go and release things. The masculines are releasing their past. They're releasing their guilt, their grief, their pain, and they're kind of projecting out into the world as they're doing this. So this is a good time to go, I'm done here and I can't do this right now, and just do your own thing, because as the feminine becomes the best version of themselves, this is what's going to join your masculine. A lot of you, viewer, your problem is you are scared that the one coming in for you isn't the one that you have your eyes on. So drop that feeling. At what point do you accept he's an asshole and walk away? When you know from the inside that it is time to release the connection, okay? You know, you can love somebody and you can love them to death, but how far do you go with that, okay? And the masculine egos, you guys, are very strong right now. The ego can really be trickery. You know, everybody has the fullest potential to release their ego, but I'm kind of feeling that the masculine here is being very stubborn with the release of the ego. And this has a skull in the background is what I feel, okay? The skull in the background is telling me that there's a massive ending that's happening regardless of what they like it, and they're kind of trying to turn away from it. This card just, I don't know why I'm seeing this, so I'm going to just say it. They're kind of turning away from this ending. And the masculines, you guys, I get a visual of the Eight of Swords. They're trying to run from their shadow right now, like physically run from it. But no matter where you go, and some of you may be doing this as well, so really think on this. No matter where you go, that those prison bars and that shadow will follow you. Okay, will follow you. There's a lot of manipulating going on, okay? There's a lot of manipulating, King of Swords in reverse and the Tower card. So what I see with that, manipulation, to me, the manipulation tactics for one, the Tower card is because you guys caught on to it and you're not doing anymore. So that might be part of it. But also the manipulation that's happening sorry guys, I have my phone. There's the manipulation that's occurring. Some of you may be seeing through this. Okay? This manipulation. So there's a Tower card here. Or the masculine exposed. Their manipulation tactic is exposed. So be very careful of this manipulation. Okay? Because manipulation, what it does is it holds you in a bind. It holds you down into a prison. Does that make sense? Do I make sense with what I just said? Manipulation will hold you down. And sometimes we want to hear what we want to hear. I'm channeling the sentence. Sometimes we want to hear what we want to hear just to suppress truth, to suppress everything, to suppress the prison bars that we're in. Because then we don't have to admit that we're in those prison bars. Do I make sense of that? So I feel like the masculine's at that place, like their manipulation isn't working. I don't know where I'm hearing this. Here we go, the Eight of Swords, very clear. And I'm getting really bad anxiety as I'm channeling, so there's like something really anxious going on in the masculine collective, so I'll probably hop off here after a bit. Their illusions and manipulations and all these different things are coming up to be analyzed right now, so there's a massive purge going on in the masculine collective is what I'm seeing. And from the readings I've been doing, there's like a massive purge, because it's like a very similar reading for a lot of you that are, you know, the weekend readings, which I have to finish up, you guys. Don't worry, I know this. There's a manipulation, there's this self-manipulation, or just telling themselves that it's not a problem in their life. Does that make sense? And the Tower's coming in to go, look, you are in this prison and you're still in this prison, okay? And you're telling yourself you're not, but you really are. So the masculines are like, whoa, I'm really stuck right now, okay? There's something like that. Ooh, we're not getting the best cards here. Ooh. Deceiving themselves. Deceiving you in the heart space is what I'm getting with that. This masculine I'm picking up on, they feel really stuck. They feel very stuck for some of you. There's a stuck feeling. Okay, there's a stuck feeling. So, ooh, and a solar plexus issue as well. They feel like they've been deceived and loved all their life is what I'm seeing. You know, that's what I'm getting with this. They feel like they've been deceived and loved. And I feel like this masculine, I get a visual of him covering his heart and like, okay, their hearts are opening, but they're taking fear. Okay, there's an awakening happening, definitely. They're taking fear. And then when they take this fear and they start analyzing this fear, they're like, I've been kind of fucked over in love, and I see that now. What I thought was love isn't love. I take fear. And I feel like the collective picking up on, both of you kind of took fear. Like one would open the heart and the other one would go like this and run off, and then it would switch, yeah? That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like the feminine, a lot of you, like I see a very gold heart space, or a very gold green heart space. So it's like a lot of you have that heart wide open and they're taking fear. Yes. They feel your love. They're going to be drawn to your love. But they're like telling themselves, I don't want to be with the feminine. And a lot of you are going to have a lot of suitors try to come in towards you energetically because of your heart space being so big and out there, okay? And what I recommend is that you don't just wait for one, but you just step back and do your thing right now, because I feel like a lot of you, like a relationship probably isn't the top priority at this time. And just let the one meant for you come in. Your heart is a compass. Your heart is a compass, and it will draw in that one person. It will draw in the right person. Yeah, there's a lot of, the feminine kind of has like a bigger heart. And this masculine knows that they're going to reconcile with you. I feel, like I see reconciliation. They're drawn to your heart space right now. They're purging, they're finding love, yada, yada, yada. You know, the ego can't hold up anymore. A lot of you aren't feeding their ego anymore is what I'm getting at. I just heard that. A lot of you are not feeding your ego. I feel like there's going to be communication coming in. There's a lot of energetic communication going on right now. There's a lot of energetic frequency stuff going on right now. There's a lot of energetic trickery going on as well with that. There's always a fourth dimension, which is a very hijacked realm, so be very careful with what you're doing. Stay grounded, you guys. Go outside, ground yourself, get those feet deep in the ground. If you are in the winters, go down to the basement, ground your feet, expel that rotten energy. Okay, that's very important for you. Yeah, I'm seeing a reunion. I mean, these cards have 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. There's a reunion after they get out of the, okay, this is what I'm seeing, okay? This masculine I'm picking up on, you could be dealing with an air sign. There's heavy air and water energy today. There's the prison bars are like coming down. They're awakening, they're rising, okay? It's going to take patience. It's going to take understanding. But there's going to be a victorious reunion coming in for some of you. And a lot of you are like, yeah, right. But you know what, you guys, that attitude is going to manifest that reality, yeah? But there's toxicity here. So, you know, that's what you need to be careful about. Be careful of toxic communication is what I'm hearing. So pick your battles. I've been doing readings as well. Some of you sent me like screenshots of some like emails and stuff you've been receiving. A lot of gaslighting and things like that. Just step back and be that representation of love if that is your storyline. There's a lot of like arguing going on over like emails and things of that nature that people are sending me an email. It's like unnecessary conversations with people, like even coworkers. Some of you are like, you know, I'm here, you guys, I you know, when some of you vented emails, I read them, but I may not reply, but I do read them, okay? And I'm that safe place because I'm not gonna go there and like fuck with you about that. But there's a lot of this weirdness going on. This is where technology has gone all wrong, okay? Technology has really destructed humanity, in my opinion. I feel like we'd be a way better society if we go back to the old telephones, like, you know, like this, you know? Or even the flip phones, you guys, or like, let's get rid of text messaging. That would be kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Dream world, right? But tech has really fucked up humanity, I feel. So there may be toxic messages, but just pick your battles, you guys, and step away from your phone and focus on what's in front of you in the current moment, is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of paranoia going on as well. I'm feeling paranoia. Whoever this person is, they kind of know you're supposed to be together. It's toxic as fuck, though. I won't lie. I feel a toxic twist to this one going on. So you guys pick your battles, what's worth it to and what's not. Always be that representation of love. Always bring forgiveness into your heart. I'm hearing these messages for you. Don't rebuild your prison no matter what. Don't rebuild your prison no matter what. I'm hearing that message all day about prison. Like, don't rebuild that prison. That's their ego, Robbie. That's the ego. Hi, Arizona. Hi. That's okay, Vanessa. I'm just finishing up. But you probably want to watch the replay because you probably would resonate. Marriage proposals. Well, you know, I've been kind of picking up, there's a lot of options coming in for several of you, okay? And it's up to you to be open to drawing in options or to be closed off. Like, I come off unavailable, so nobody approaches me, okay? I come off unavailable. Because I am unavailable, right? So it's up to you if you want to become available or unavailable. So that's up to you, and you can tell your heart, I'm available right now. So you can put your heart out there to draw in. Otherwise, if you say, I'm unavailable, because that's what I do, I'm unavailable. Usually people just admire you from the sidelines, more or less, and they don't say anything, okay? That's kind of what happens. Because I come off unavailable, and I know other people that do as well, and like nobody approaches them. So it's up to you what you want to do with your energy. It's your energy. Being apart has been more difficult than I can accept, so this masculine can't live without you. There's still hope for us. Will you take me back? Can you forgive and forget? Marriage proposals. That's a new one. I have not. That's the thing, you guys, is when you're born with a really big heart, it's a very difficult world, I feel, okay? It's a very difficult world because you feel, you know, when you have a big heart, yes, our hearts get blocked from time to time because we've all been there, yeah. Especially during spiritual awakening, we all try to resist it, let's not lie. And we go to that really dark place, okay? And our hearts get blocked, right? During spiritual awakening, our hearts get blocked. And we get bad. We get bad off. We go to that dark place. We do dark things. We engage in toxic things. We, you know, take fear, right? That's usually the response to awakening processes. So that's kind of what a lot of masculines are doing as well, I feel. But that's how we awaken. We have to feel the pain of that dark place and be that toxic place and burn in that fire to know the next steps. To get out of that and get to the next steps. Does that make sense? But when you're born with a big heart, or you've been navigating this world with a big heart, it's very emotional and it's very hard, okay? And a narcissist, you guys, you know, a narcissist is actually a suppressed empath. A lot of people don't want to accept that truth, but I feel it's true. And a lot of the times, this is my opinion from what I have, because I analyze things a lot, and I know a lot of people who are narcissists, a lot of people out there. I feel it's somebody who had a very big heart, who got fucked over with trust throughout their childhood, or got abandoned throughout their childhood, and it blocked their heart space, and it got them to kind of just like close off and become that toxic infection that was dumped in them with the abandonment wounds, and it turned that empath inside of them like inside out, and then they just are like, they're destructive to society. But underneath that ego of the narcissist is actually an empath, okay? It's a suppression of an empath. That's my opinion, though. You don't have to believe it. It's fine. So, yeah, they're reversing it, okay? If we have that attitude, people won't heal. So that's another thing I'm going to talk about. Let's not have bad attitudes towards people and their healing, okay? Because you want people to support your healing, okay? So step back and go, everybody stands a rightful chance, okay? Everybody stands a rightful chance. And I also believe that narcissism is taught throughout bloodlines. I also believe that as well, okay? That if you have a bloodline with a lot of suppressed empaths or people that turn narc over their suppressed empath, that sort of thing, it's more likely to carry on in generation and worsen each generation, okay? So some of these masculines I'm reading today, they have a lot of karma to clear, and it's very hard. So it's going to take them to the depths of hell to feel that pain. And you guys just, you know, visualize this as a mirror. Where were you at this time when you hit that depths of the pits of fire? Okay. You wanted people to believe in you, but you probably felt nobody did. Am I right? So you felt like nobody did, but you believed in yourself and you rose up out. So give people the benefit of the doubt. Doesn't mean you have to enable. Do not enable. I believe that the most toxic people can turn around. I really do. That's my opinion. So I'm resisting my desire for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you moved on. So this person thinks you moved on. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in this world. All right, so I'm going to get off here, you guys. I'll probably go live on Instagram as well in a little bit here. I got to make sure my kids are sound asleep in bed. I've been working on bedtime for a while here. So much love, you guys. You have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.